Liverpool. We're starting late because we've just observed the minute's silence and the last post in tribute, of course, with it being Remembrance Weekend. So, let's quickly talk you through the two teams. We'll start with the hosts. It's Donnarumma in goal. The back four: O'Reilly, Vardiol, Diaz and Nunes. Midfield three of Silva, Nico and Foden. Doku and Cherki either side of Haaland. For Liverpool, it's Mama Deshavli in goal. Back four: Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate. And with Arsenal dropping points, there was a chance for both of these sides, they'll feel, to get a win here and get back in the title race before Christmas. Throw in here for Liverpool on the near side. It's thrown in, given away to City. Touchdown by Silva, who has got the most appearances of Guardiola's first 1,000 games in charge of City. Starts again today. Here's Doku down the right-hand side. He's trying to be held off by Wirtz, but he's not managed to do it. And he's still going here. Doku down the right and looks to put the cross in low, and it's turned behind by Robertson. And City with the first corner of the afternoon. Thrown in by Nunes. Quick 1-2 back to him on this right-hand side. Back with Diaz into the centre circle. Here's Vardiol. Alisson, by the way, is back for Liverpool, not starting today, of course, but he is back in training and he is expected to be available for selection for upcoming games. And both of these sides sticking to their most recent outings. This is an unchanged City side from Bournemouth, and Liverpool sticking with the 11 that started in the victory against Real Madrid. Unsurprisingly, on the right hand side it's Nunes, drops it back to Diaz again, takes the touch, is it short? Here's Nico. Silva back in the defence, assisting at the moment. Diaz now on the right hand side. Cherki playing it back defensively. City across the edge of their own 18-yard box. Small run forward there from Silva, drops it back to Vardiol. Very timid start this for City. Here's Diaz. Turns and faces his own goalkeeper once more before playing it across the 18-yard line. Vardiol tries to come forward, lays the ball off, it's come straight back to him again. Liverpool pressing well. We have won the ball inside the City half here. Szoboszlai. Now it's on the left-hand side with Andy Robertson. Back to Van Dijk. Into the D with Mama Deshavli. Plays it out to the right-hand side of Konate. Down the line by Bradley. Had a brilliant performance in midweek against Real Madrid. Again, it's fair to say. He did last year as well. And a free kick given away there. Gravenberch alleged to have tripped his man. He's pleading his innocence as O'Reilly gets back to his feet. But he stretched across the player, didn't get anything on the ball as far as I can see on the replay. Correct decision by the official. So back underway, and it's a defensive taken free kick in the centre circle here. Down the right-hand side, short passing again from City, looking to keep hold of possession. It's fair to say, with the style Liverpool play under Arne Slot, that it's not the end-to-end game that this once was. City will try and stay composed and keep control of possession, keep the control of the tempo of the game, whereas Liverpool will sit back and soak up that pressure and hit on the break. As Doku is tripped, receiving the throw-in. Wins a free kick for City right on the halfway line, on the right-hand side of their half. Here is the ball down the left-hand side. Overlapping run. Ball comes in from O'Reilly. It's been turned away. Doku is persisting here and he's managed to get into the box. Can't quite release it for Haaland. Good defending from Liverpool. A great run forward from Doku. Took on 1, 2, 3. And then Konate was the one to stop him. But a really good dancing run through the left-hand side of the box, and Liverpool now looking to try and come forward with the ball quickly, catch City out with the pace. They even pass the ball quickly when they're not making that run. Here's Robertson, back to Van Dijk, across to Konate. Takes a touch, releases with his second touch down the right-hand side for Salah. Into Szoboszlai, heads it forward, and it's a heavy touch from Conor Bradley under pressure, and out for a City throw. Liverpool winning it back quite quickly though. Here's Wirtz. Catches down that left-hand side, looks to try and cut in. He's been stopped well by covering defending of Silva. And now Foden plays it out to the left-hand side. It's Doku. He's running at Bradley, manages to slip the ball in. It's a brilliant ball in for Shirky, and his touch was poor. And it's out of play for a Liverpool goal kick, and that really was a great opportunity. It was a fantastic ball threaded through. Haaland was in the middle. I think the attention was very much on him. Shirky goes to the right. Van Dijk recovers and marshals the ball out. But it's just a really poor first touch. So Liverpool playing it out from the back. They're giving it away inside their own half here. Bradley gets enough on the cross to direct it comfortably back towards his goalkeeper. Shavli releasing the ball to the right-hand side. Konate hits this one long. It's gone past the halfway line. Salah snuck in behind and got on the end of this, and he's in the box, and he can't quite get the shot away. And it was good defending just to squeeze him out there, but it was poor to let him get away in the first place. Here's Conor Bradley winning the ball back midway through the City half. Plays it back to Konate on the halfway line. And short for McAllister. Quick 1-2 with Gravenberch. Again. Now with Konate. Konate to the right hand side. Now Konate again. 8 minutes gone out the Etihad. Manchester City 0, Liverpool 0. Back with Shavli. Just toying with Haaland before releasing the ball to Konate. Quick 1-2 with Szoboszlai. Foden trying to stop the ball being released forward, failing to do so in that endeavour. Free kick now given. The ball was played forward for a foul on Shirky in the centre circle. And now Doku receiving that ball, trying to get around Bradley, who's marshalled it. Konate's made a mess of this, and now round the goalkeeper, he's gone down. The referee says play on for now. The shot is blocked, and the second shot is blocked, and the header away. VAR will have a look at that, and we'll come back to it in just a moment as well. And our first real moment of interest in this clash. City players still appealing. They've put it out of play, I think just because they're so confident in the decision that they want to get it over and done with. They've just put it out of play for a throw-in just so they can get VAR to take a look at this. So Doku down the left-hand side. Conor Bradley has done brilliantly. Konate then comes across and hits the ball against Conor Bradley. The ball bounces kindly for Doku, who goes around the goalkeeper. As he goes for the shot, he drops. Looking at the replay, do you know what? I think it's a dive. I think he can get booked here, you know. McAllister slides in to block the shot that doesn't come. And the referee's been asked to look at the monitor here, so they must feel that there is some contact. But my initial reaction looking at the replay is, I think he's dived. But I think it's the secondary contact. initially we're looking at the boot of Mamadashavli, which I think Doku evades. But then there's a question of his knee. Does his knee catch the boot? It's a tough one, this. It's very clunky images we're seeing. We're not seeing a slow down but smooth transition. We're seeing pictures, still images. And I think the referee is trying to find a decisive one. But the longer this goes on, the more you have to assume he's going to say no penalty, because the longer it goes on, that would suggest he's not found anything conclusive. The referee is turning away now from the monitor. He's asking all the players to move away, blowing on his whistle, and he's done the VAR signal with his hands, but not said what he's now saying in his mic, which we can't hear, of course, what the decision is. And given that I can see City fans behind him cheering, I think he's given a penalty here. Am I surprised or not? I don't really see the point in him going to the monitor, because the pictures that he was looking at, that were certainly the ones that were being beamed back to us, there's nothing in there that's conclusive to say that there was, because the pictures were not of the actual contact, if any. We were seeing pictures around the incident, but not of the incident, really. And as I was saying, the longer that went on for, that you have to deduce he's not seen anything to suggest that it's a penalty. Well, Liverpool are not happy with the decision. And you have to question whether, if this was at Anfield, would that have been given? Has the Etihad played a part? But nonetheless, Erling Haaland, this will be his 20th penalty in the Premier League. He's scored 17 and missed twice. Will this be his 18th to make it a 90% conversion rate from the spot? Spots the ball, steps up, and he's saved! Will he get there first? No, Van Dijk gets there and turns it away. Mamadashavli celebrates with his defence, and indeed all of his Liverpool teammates. It was a big save. He's dropped to his left, it's Haaland's right, pushes it away, Van Dijk on hand to sweep it away. Haaland looks absolutely distraught. Mamadashavli will feel that justice has been served. I thought it was a very, very harsh penalty to give. And he will feel very vindicated that he has become the hero of that controversial penalty. And there was no booking given either, so he's not even just got away with that, it's actually been a benefit, if you like, giving away a penalty which he feels strongly should not have been given, to then save it and not have come away with any bookings either. And momentum can swing very interestingly when you have a penalty missed. Does it anger the team that have missed and see them really aggressively go for it and try and make amends? Very often it's the other way, heads drop and you see the defending team that have saved that penalty rejuvenated. I think it's quite early in the game, so it's hard to say how it will impact. But the atmosphere has lifted, and Liverpool do look to have the bit between the teeth at this moment in time. I think personally, Doku's looking for it. He feels something and goes to ground quite easily. I don't think it should have been a penalty. Letter of the law, perhaps they'll say ultimately if there is contact, then it's a penalty. I don't think we should be awarding penalties for that. Is my opinion. Is if we're setting that precedent there of that is a penalty, that's enough contact to constitute a foul, then I think that's a dangerous game personally. And here is Doku, who won that penalty. He's slipped the ball through, and Cherki's lost his footing and then clumsily gone in on Van Dijk. I don't think there'll be a card here because it is a genuine slip from the City man. If he deliberately dove in for the ball, then I think he's in dangerous territory. But it seems a genuine loss of footing. 15 minutes gone, and already we have plenty to talk about at half-time. Manchester City 0, Liverpool 0. Haaland missing his penalty from the spot, his 20th Premier League penalty, and it's his third miss from 12 yards. And the thing is, it wasn't a bad penalty. It was nicely tucked into the bottom corner. It wasn't exactly slow, but Mohamed Ashavli going the right way. The ball is currently with Donnarumma. Throws it out short for Diaz. There's Nunez on the right hand side, drops it back to Diaz. Now back with Donnarumma again. There's Vardiol. Down the left with O'Reilly. Tries to chip this one forward. It's put it out of play for a throw-in. Liverpool take it quickly. Here's Konate. He waits for City's front three to press forward. Drops it back to Mohamed Ashavli. It's interesting, isn't it, when you think if a first-team goalkeeper is out injured long-term, panic sets in. And yet with Liverpool, when Alisson was last out, Kelleher stepped up and was phenomenal. And now he's out again. Mohamed Ashavli has stepped up and been phenomenal. Liverpool seem to consistently have a good backup goalkeeper. There's Gravenberch. Oh, he's out-muscled way too easily there, and City pick up the ball. It's down the left-hand side now with Doku. Plays it in across the edge of the box, and Shirky! Oh, he had too much time and space, but he hasn't made the most of it. Might have taken a deflection to save his blushes here. But Liverpool at 6s and 7s at the back. The ball comes in, and he's right in the middle, and he has time to take 1, 2, and hits it with the third touch. You can't be allowing a striker to have time to take 3 touches in the box. Corner comes in from Foden. Oh, he's swinging goalwards. It was about to curl into the back of the net, headed away by Konate, and the header back in by City is over everybody and out for a goal kick. Konate's had the most touches in this match, but he's had one too many because the penalty came from his error, which in the melee of things to discuss we didn't really touch on, but Conor Bradley was doing a sterling job. Konate's completely put him under the bus there with that touch, and it led to the penalty. Here's Conor Bradley. Drops it back to Mohamed Ashavli. So he drops it back. It's quite a long distance pass back to the keeper there. Inside is D. And again, you can see that they're trying to force City to come forward so they can try and counter it and get in behind quickly. Chipped forward. McAllister heads it on. Robertson back to Verts this time. Tries to slip it in for Ekitike. It was a badly timed pass, that one. One back though by Robertson. Ekitike on the ball, drops it to Andy Robertson. Clip of the back heel to get around his man. Drops it down the line for McAllister. Thinks about putting the cross in. Takes a touch instead and plays it across square to Konate in the centre circle. Now with Verts. Across to Salah. Back to Gravenberch. Just on the edge of the attacking third here. Here is Van Dijk. Touches it around Haaland, drops it to Andy Robertson. And now Konate in the centre circle. Van Dijk. Robertson. Back to Van Dijk again. Konate. Robertson. Long ball over the top. Mo Salah will get on the end of this. Drops it back to Gravenberch. Salah again. Now McAllister. Kanate. Gravenberch. Ball chipped in. Szoboszlai tries to head it down. It's been cleared away to the edge of the box, headed back in. And there's a bit of head tennis between the two sides here. Eventually cleared away. And it's out for a Liverpool throw midway through the City half on the near side. We're approaching the halfway point in this first half, and I'm not convinced Liverpool have had a shot on goal yet. City with that penalty miss. Big talking point. O'Reilly has gone down injured. The referee has called for assistance. He's sat up, and it looks to be a muscular problem, not a head injury, but the referee has called for the physios to come over. And Pep Guardiola's 1000th game as manager. $550 of those with Manchester City. The 9 years he's been here. Well, O'Reilly's still receiving treatment here from the physios. And he's now been helped back to his feet. Just doing a few little exercises and stretches. You see in the replay of the alleged incident where he picked up this injury. So he's battling for the ball against Mo Salah, and he went for the ball and ultimately just kicked the back of Salah's leg. Salah, unfazed, carried on and released the ball, but O'Reilly hurting himself in that moment. That is the assumed moment in which it was occurring anyway. But he's walked off the pitch as he has to and immediately turned and faced, ready to come back on. A long ball here looking for Mo Salah. It's overhit. Now to play for a City throw. So thrown back in, and there's a clash of heads going for the ball as it's thrown in, so the referee will stop play. We are halfway through the first half now. Guardiola is down. The referee will just make sure that all head injury protocols are dealt with. On the slot, giving instructions from his dugout. Won both games against Manchester City last season. And we are now back underway. The ball forward looking for Haaland. It's stopped by Kanate. Bradley sweeps it up, plays it back to Van Dijk. Now with Mamadou. Robertson down the left, swings it forward. Belated flag goes up to say the ball had rolled over the line. So a throw in here for City, just inside Liverpool's half. Throw is taken short. So 1-2 back to Nunez, who took the throw in. It's been deflected out by Vert as he tried to intercept that one. So another throw in here for City. This time it's thrown further infield. And now back with Vardiol. There's a risky ball there to Foden, right under the neck of Szoboszlai. Now here is Silva. Had a moment of name blank there. There's Silva again. Cherky tries to thread the ball through. It's been blocked. Comes out to Silva on this near side, who tries to play the ball on the overlap to Nunez. Gets it wrong. It's out of play for a Liverpool throw. Andy Robertson comes over to take it. 25 minutes gone at the Etihad. So here we go now with the ball back in play. Doku down the left hand side, using all his pace again. Been a very dangerous player so far in this first half. Gets into the box, rolls his man and puts the shot into the, I was going to say in the side netting, but there is a little touch to tip it round the post from Mahmoud Shavli. But this is a brilliant bit of play. He actually throws Conor Bradley to the deck in the process. And it is a brilliant save at the near post, you know. Corner comes in. Kanate goes to head it away. Comes to the edge of the box. Foden tries to be too clever with that, and he's lost the ball. It's won back though by Diaz. Now here's Doku on the right this time. Tries to put it through the legs of Wirtz and fails. And the Liverpool man comes away with the ball. So a lovely run through two men. He's pulled to ground. That's a clear yellow card all day long for Nico. And the referee immediately brandishing that one. It's a brilliant bit of play from Wirtz though. Puts it straight between the legs of Silva and Nico. Gets through the other side. And it's a professional foul, shall we say, for Nico Gonzalez, third yellow card of the season. And I've got the ball down the right-hand side. O'Reilly is stopping Mo Salah and he's trying to marshal the ball out, but he has managed to get a touch on it there, so he's going to have to keep this in play. Drops it to Foden, who's also trying to find his way out of the corner. Ball chipped out now to the right-hand side. Some good pressure from Liverpool, but City evading it really well. Here's Silva. Silva receiving the ball again. Now Nunez on the right hand side. He's got two Liverpool men to beat. Plays it in for Silva. Drops the ball short for Nico. Guardiola plays it to the right hand side. Nunez in a crossing position here. Takes a couple of touches and then delivers it in for Haaland for the header. It's 1-0. And you know what? I didn't think that was going to go in. When he first goes up for the header, it looks like he's jumped too early. And then when you see it, it looks like it's gone wide. That's a brilliant header from Erling Haaland. And he's given City the lead. He's redeemed himself after his earlier spot kick miss. And it's City 1, Liverpool 0. You've got to credit City as well, because it was only a minute ago they were being boxed in their own half by the corner flag, and they've played their way out of it so well. They've come up the other end. It's a brilliant cross. It's a brilliant header. Kanate, could he have done more maybe? It's one to discuss. He's not having his best game. I think he tries to flick it instead of just heading it away. I think he's tried to flick it over Haaland and ultimately missed out. I think he might just glance it. This is why I think I was not expecting this to go in. When you look at Haaland's body language, facial expression, I don't think he was initially anticipating getting that header away. He's jumped up, Konate's got something on it, and there's a little bit of luck as well as skill involved. But ultimately it finds its way into the back of the net, and it is City 1, Liverpool 0. That was midway through the 29th minute. We've had 30 played now. City playing it out from the back, and Vert's very nearly taking possession inside the City box. They've just about cleared it away. And now a chance for Shirky to play it in for Haaland, who's wrong-stepped. Konate releases the ball for Doku, goes round his man, plays it in. Foden was lurking. Shavli quick to react and gathers that one. But Konate, for me, really not having a good game today. He was at fault for me in the build-up to giving away the penalty, the controversial penalty. I think he could have done better there with the header to stop Haaland. And then we've just seen him being beaten again. Here's Robertson. Wants to switch the play. It's gone to O'Reilly. Gets the ball down for Foden. Silva helps it onto the right-hand side. It's Nunes. He goes to play it back and doesn't look and gives the ball away to Szoboszlai. Plays it in short for Ekitike, who can't get past his man. City now back in possession. Play it back to Donnarumma just to calm things down a little bit. City now just passing it around their own box. I think they're now trying to do the same thing Liverpool were doing in the first half hour and just draw them out and try and find the gaps. Here's Nunes. Plays the ball forward. It's Shirky. He's been fouled. And that's going to be a free kick to City. Just watching the replay back now. Van Dijk's not happy, and I can see why, because actually Van Dijk stood his ground, and as Shirky's tried to turn him, Van Dijk's blocked the ball. Shirky's then, without the ball, collided with Van Dijk's shin and gone down. In real time, it looked a foul. No criticism of the referee whatsoever, but watching the replay back, you can see why Van Dijk's not happy with that one, because he's not done anything. Nonetheless, it is a free kick to City in the centre circle, taken short. So now with Doku on the left-hand side. Threads it down the line. It's Shirky, back to Doku. Trying to get around Conor Bradley, who's standing firm. And now drop back to Diaz. And that all comes from Conor Bradley there. Forced them all the way back to the halfway line here. Now here's Silva inside the City half now with Diaz. On the right with Silva once more. And now all the way back to Donnarumma. Brilliant work from Liverpool. Ball out to Doku on the left, who's at left back position and being pegged back here. Mo Salah and Conor Bradley teaming up together, and they've ended up running the ball out of play for a Liverpool throw. McAllister. Back to Konate. 34 minutes gone at the Etihad. Konate stops the ball dead. And still waiting here. Eventually plays it to his right hand side. Here's Gravenberch. Konate. Gravenberch again. He plays it back to Shavli. Hits it long. And, the referee's blown the whistle here. It's for a foul, I think, for City. I'm not really sure why he's given this. Didn't really see anything in it myself. We've been shown pictures of the Liverpool bench at the minute, so it's not much use to us. 35 minutes gone, and indeed City get us back underway. McAllister now enters the referee's book. Yeah, that's fair. I was watching the replay back on that one. Doku's turned him, and he's just tripped him basically. Not sure how intentional it was, but it's definitely a foul, and it's a fair yellow card. Foden chips it forward down the left-hand side. He's dropped in for Doku in a central position. He's been all over that front three in this game. Looks to try and play it out quickly to Nunez. It's been under-hit. Intercepted by Robertson. Drops it to Szoboszlai. Plays it back in field. Now McAllister. He's been tripped this time. Goes from giving away to receiving a free kick in a matter of moments. Here's Mo Salah. Now Mo Salah on the right-hand side. Tries to get the ball in. It's been blocked behind. It's out for a Liverpool corner. 37 minutes gone. Signal goes up at the far side for this corner to come in. And it is now floated into the middle. Van Dijk with a big header and a big equaliser. Two-headed goals. Sharing the spoils as we head towards half-time. And it's the skipper, Virgil van Dijk, who gets Liverpool back on level terms. City 1, Liverpool 1. It's a really good header. There's a few worried looking faces here for Liverpool, and it looks like the goal's going to be disallowed. I think they've disallowed it because Andy Robertson was in an offside position. He ducks to allow the header to go in, and they're saying that he's in the eye line of the goalkeeper and therefore interfering with play. It's a controversial one because with the header coming from across goal, the goalkeeper can see it, the goalkeeper dives and just simply can't get anywhere near it. Robertson ducks out of the way to stop the block of the shot. Doesn't touch the ball and he's not in the eye line of the keeper, but the argument will be that, you know, he would have blocked the ball. Another bit of controversy in this game. Here's Doku. Burst of pace around. Robertson drops it back to the edge of the box, and Foden's out-muscled and the ball is cleared away. It's out of play for a City throw on the far side. Here's Shirky. Can't quite get the ball in field. It's been blocked. Brilliant bit of play from Robertson. And he's still going. Oh, he's tripped. Free kick Liverpool. Bernardo Silva's going to be entering the book for that one. Indeed he is. 2 of City's midfield 3 on yellow cards. It might suit Liverpool that, because they like to play through the middle. They like to get the ball down and run. Knowing that 2 of that 3 are going to struggle to put a glove on them, could well be benefiting them. "41 minutes gone in this first half. Now here's another ball over the top for Liverpool. And Mo Salah cuts it back to the edge of the box, plays it to Wirtz, turns, on the swivel. That would have been a nice goal. Good block. McAllister dinks it in, it's headed away and hoofed away emphatically. And the danger is gone for now. It would have been a way to get his first goal, wouldn't it, Wirtz? It was a lovely turn, swivel shot. Blocked this time. Here's O'Reilly. Doku. Doku again. Foden. And back with Nico. Goes for it from long range. Canate blocks that one behind. And it's out for a City corner. Venomous effort from Nico Gonzalez. Shaky, off her cheeks. Signal goes up, plays it into the near post, and Haaland flicks it out of play for a goal kick. Not sure what he was attempting to do there. We are now seeing a replay of the Haaland goal. Here's Robertson as the pictures rejoin us. 90 seconds left of the 45 minutes. There will be a bit of added time. We've had a couple of VARs, we've had a couple of physio injuries. And Erling Haaland has scored in each and every one of his last 5 Premier League home appearances. He's scored twice in all of the last 4, and he's got 1 already today. He had an assist in one of those 4 as well, so he's already got 10 goal contributions in his last 5 home Premier League appearances, and he's got 45 minutes left today to add to that number. On the halfway line, the ball comes back to Canate, swings a big right boot, looking to try and release Robertson on the left. It's over hits and out of play for a City throw. 30 seconds left before we see what added time we have in store at the Etihad. Here's Vardiel on the left hand side with O'Reilly. Guardiola again. Foden chips it over his own box. Nunes on the far side, turns his man, plays it into the middle. It's Foden, releases it short. Here's Nico. And now with Doku, 7 minutes added on. More than I thought, you know. I was expecting 3 or 4. Doku gets to the edge of the box, turns, plays it back. It's O'Reilly to Doku, to O'Reilly again. Doesn't like to play for a throw. It's a deflection off a Liverpool man. I didn't see the deflection, but I saw the body language. Doku receives it, chests it down. O'Reilly takes it back, plays it to Nico. Now with Silva. Good run forward, plays it short for Shirky, down the right hand side now with Nunes. To Silva again. On the right hand side is Nunes. Shirky in the box, still going Shirky, looking for the penalty for me. And eventually runs out of space, tries to chip it in, gives it away to the goalkeeper. It just suggested to me the way he was running the box there, he was just waiting for something that didn't come, rather than just going for it himself. Here's Foden on the edge of the box. Right hand side for Shirky, tries to dink it in, headed behind by Van Dijk. Now to play for a City corner. Foden whips in the corner, and then heads it in across the area. Picked up by Doku on the far side, drills it back in, turned away again by Van Dijk. And that one is going to be marshalled out for another City corner. This one's taken short. Caught Liverpool off guard a little bit. They are now standing to attention. And then Nico at the edge of the box has taken a deflection and gone in. He queued up another long-range effort after the last one. They should have been really alert to that, Liverpool. They weren't. And it does take a deflection on its way. But Manchester City double their advantage in added time. And it's Manchester City 2, Liverpool 0. Well, there's been a couple of controversial moments in the game. The penalty, it was ultimately saved, so you can ignore that one, I suppose. Van Dijk's equaliser ruled out. And it's Van Dijk who the deflection goes in off, you know. It'll go down as Nico's goal, I think. But it's really unfortunate. I don't know, this might go down as an own goal, you know, because he does just flick a heel towards the ball. And looking at the trajectory, it was going to go straight out the goalkeeper. It's a really disappointing one. It's such a frustrating afternoon for Van Dijk as well. He thinks he's scored the equaliser for it to be ruled out, and then ultimately scores an own goal. Currently, it goes down as Nico Gonzalez's first Premier League goal of the season. In the 48th minutes. We're now in the 50th. Well, the live match player ratings currently have Kanate faring better than Van Dijk, and I would dispute that. Van Dijk did nothing wrong at the other end for his goal that was disallowed. Andy Robertson was in an offside position, but Van Dijk has scored, as far as he's concerned, a phenomenal equaliser. And if we're taking points off him for that deflection there, I think that's incredibly harsh. Not really a lot he could have done about that. Canate at fault for the penalty and at fault for the first goal. City come down the left-hand side. Doku trying to get the ball in. It's been slid out emphatically by Connor Bradley. Corner comes in and it's a very much harmless header, a long way over the bar, just looped everywhere. Here's Gravenberch. Advantage given there for a little shove on McAllister. 30 seconds of added time remain. Here is McAllister again. Plays it across to Van Dijk. Robertson. Back to Van Dijk. In the middle with Gravenberch. Toppers line. Verts. Back to Gravenberch again. Tries to head this one in, it's been blocked again. Now Gravenberch, last chance of the half here. He's out to Robertson, and as soon as the ball went backwards, you knew the ref was going to blow the whistle. And indeed he has, and that is the half-time break. And it's Manchester And it would be ruled out, and then a second goal. Nico Gonzalez with his first Premier League goal of the season, with a deflection off Van Dijk into the back of the net. A little bit too lackadaisical for me from Doku. And it goes straight in front of him, and the danger is gone. Here's Szoboszlai. Plays it down the right-hand side for Mo Salah. Cuts in behind his man, tries to play it in early for Ekitike. It's been turned away. McAllister heads it forward back to Mo Salah. Here's Wirtz on the right-hand side. Plays it to Connor Bradley. Across to the left-hand side, Van Dijk sweeps it down the left for Ekitike. Back with Robertson. And Van Dijk, who immediately, after the release of the ball, tells Ekitike to get into a more central position. Wirtz plays it forward for Szoboszlai. Nice touch into the box, turned behind by Diaz before he can pull the trigger on the shot. And out of play for a Liverpool corner. Better so far from Liverpool. Mo Salah spots the ball. It comes into the box, and Diaz has dropped down, and I think he has indeed won the decision. It had gone wide anyway. If it had gone in, there would have been another controversial moment in this game. Diaz went down, claiming he was pushed over by Konate. I don't think, and it has been given, but I think VAR would have overruled that. At least you would certainly hope to. So here's Nunes down the right-hand side. Stops and turns and plays it back into defence. Nico threads it through for Haaland. Poor touch from him. Defence sweep that up. Now here's Konate. Plays it across to Van Dijk. McAllister. Robertson to the goalkeeper. Konate. Szoboszlai. Nice quick passing. And now Mo Salah, the keeper's come a long way out and just about got enough on it. Ekitike was in support. And they're giving away here down the right-hand side. Mo Salah might have another chance here. Can't keep hold of it. And it's half cleared away. Gravenberch now stopping the clearance and winning the free kick. Good resilient play from Liverpool to keep trying to win the ball back over and over again. But this is brilliant from Donnarumma. It's a brilliant first time ball. Mo Salah is away. It's actually not Donnarumma who gets there. He comes out, and as Salah tries to go round him to the left, it's a brilliant slide, I think, from Diaz to turn the ball away. But danger lurking there for a moment. Just a reminder to City of what Liverpool are capable of. They've got to be on their guard. Game far from over. The ball comes in from the free kick. It's headed away. Doku picks it up. Takes it around Connor Bradley. Got into a central position now. Options to his right. Advantage given as he goes down, releasing the ball. And a shot on the edge of the box is blocked. Comes to Nico, who goes down. Free kick given. And it's another soft decision from the referee for me. And a yellow card as well for Connor Bradley. It's 2 yellow cards apiece so far. Nico and Silva booked for City. Bradley and McAllister for Liverpool. And we're going to have an early substitution in this second half. It's Shaky, who is going to make way, who's not influenced the game much for me today. And Savinho is going to come on to replace him. Free kick comes in, blocked resiliently at the back. Long ball cleared away. Here's Nico. To Diaz. On the right hand side. Oh, it's chipped over the top, and Savinho is there. And he can't get the ball to a teammate. He has won a corner, though. Not set the world alight at City, Savinho. And all the talk about players like Isak and Wirtz for Liverpool not living up to their hype, Savinho, for me, is one in that discussion for City. Ball comes in. It was chested down in the middle before being cleared away. For a minute, though, I was going to have another moan about players being allowed to take 2 or 3 touches in the box for City. It was cleared away just in the nick of time. Here's Szoboszlai. Guardiola's committed the foul, and he's dropped to his knees in protest. going to be a substitution here while we wait for this free kick to be taken. Kirkens coming on for Andy Robertson. And Gakpo coming on for Ekitike. Two like-for-like swaps. City lost both Premier League meetings with Liverpool last season. That's as many defeats as they'd suffered against them in their previous 12. They also lost more consecutively against Liverpool between 2015 and 2016, where they also had a 4-game losing run. Free kick comes in, cleared away on the edge of the box, picked up by Kirkes. Long ball forward, goes straight to the goalkeeper. Donnarumma takes the touch with his feet. And again, just waiting for Liverpool to make the move forward. Wirtz will do exactly that. It's now played out short to Vardiol. Now with O'Reilly on the left-hand side, given away to Szoboszlai. Squares the ball into Wirtz. Plays it out to the right-hand side. Bradley puts the ball in, it's deflected goalwards by Nico, and it was dipping, but it's landed on the roof of the net for a second. Everybody stopped and looked. Even Donnarumma just looked aghast, hoping that it went over the bar, and indeed it did. Liverpool won this fixture 2-0 last season. They haven't won consecutive away league games against City since the late 80s, 1987 that run started. It looks like it's going to continue. When he comes in, headed away by the first man and cleared away on the edge of the box. Turn back to the goalkeeper now. At the back for Liverpool. Here's Gakpo. On the left-hand side of the box. Dances his way in, still waiting for some sort of option. Is that a handball there? Half-hearted appeals. Bradley to Salah, into Bradley, whips it across the face of goal, and Gakpo puts it over the bar. He met it fiercely about 6 yards out the far side of the post. Here's Conor Bradley. Canate. Gakpo. Plays it down the left in the overlap. The ball is in, it's out for a corner, but the flag is up for the offside on Kirkes. So it will be a free kick to City and not a corner to Liverpool. Free kick taken for the offside. It's headed away. There's a free kick now for an offside on Haaland from the free kick for the offside. We are 1 hour into this game, half an hour left to go. City 2, Liverpool 0. There's Van Dijk. It's to Canate. Conor Bradley. Down the line to Mo Salah. He's been held off well. Place it back to Gravenberch. Canate, big boot forward. Switching the play towards that left-hand side. Gakpo can't get there. Birch here giving chase, can't quite win the ball. Ball slipped forward looking for Mo Salah. I think he was offside, you know. He was rolled through to Donnarumma anyway. So all's well that ends well. Look at the replay, I'm even more confident that he was offside. Not by a lot though. So here comes City as we get back underway. 62 minutes gone. Doc on the edge of the box unleashes a venomous effort and into the back of the net, and he deserves a goal today. And that caps off a brilliant performance from the winger, who has been a constant threat. And it's Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0, and it's game over. Liverpool just have not been at the races today. They'll feel hard done by. They've had a goal disallowed, which is certainly dividing opinion on social media. I'm just watching Doku's celebration. It looked like he pointed to his puppy and then gave a no gesture and then pointed to the sky. Not going to read too much into that. It could mean quite a few different things. But what a finish. Gets it out from his feet and just whips it goalwards. Terrific. Yeah, Liverpool not been at the races today. They'll feel hard done by. The equaliser ruled out, and City second at a time in the first half with the deflection is unfortunate. Although it didn't go in, conceded a penalty which seemed controversial. There's a few things that have gone against them today. Even the opener from Haaland, there was a little nick from Kanate that changed the flight of all of that. No arguments about this goal though. It's a pure goal. Is Silva. Foden. 65 minutes gone. And City just passing it around now, enjoying the occasion. 3-0 up against Liverpool. It's a big rivalry in modern football. And in terms of the title race, we spoke about it before kick-off. Arsenal dropping points. If either side could win this one, they're very much back in it. And City, not just back in it in terms of the points tally, but a real statement win to beat the reigning champions 3-0. Could be more yet, of course, as well. And it could be less. Liverpool could get some goals back, but I don't think the result will change. It sends a message to Arsenal and to the rest of the Premier League. Here's Gravenberch. And Liverpool, well, they've given up. Ball switched to the left-hand side. Kirkes drops it to Gravenberch in the centre circle. Here's Gakpo. Gravenberch. .67 gone. Plays it back into Konate in the centre circle. Here is Szoboszlai. Bradley tries to cut in between two men, goes down, linesman with a wiggle of the finger. Szoboszlai on the ball, back to Gravenberch. Ball chested down for Bradley into the path of Gravenberch, who can't make good with that. It's half cleared away. Gakpo picks it up outside the box. Cross to McAllister. Gravenberch again inside the area now. Back to Szoboszlai. Tries to flick it in first touch and gives it away. Here comes City, looking to compound the misery for Liverpool. Inside the area, it's Savinho dancing around. Ultimately, his cross-in is blocked. Well, it's really not been an exciting game to watch since the third goal. Both sides going through the motions. Here comes Salah down the right. Bradley throws the ball in. Gravenberch takes it down, releases it for Konate. Now with Van Dijk. Ball comes in. It's headed behind by Nunez. And Liverpool with a corner. .72 minutes gone. Liverpool now just looking to try and restore some pride. Tempo puts the corner in, and it's headed away to the edge of the box. Szoboszlai puts it back in on the volley. Gakpo heads it in, and it will be just, it was about to be booted away by Haaland. The flag is up. Gakpo was offside. And now City are going to make another change. And Doku, who's been arguably player of the match today, rounded off an impressive display with the third goal. Won the controversial penalty. He's just been a general menace. He's going to make way. Raced by his manager. And it's Omar Mamouche who comes on to replace him. Here's Szoboszlai, wins the ball off his man, tries to square it, gives it away. I think could have gone in it alone there, to be honest. Ball play forward here for Haaland, being held off by Konate. On the edge of the box, Mamouche with his first involvement, the shot is blocked. Liverpool back in possession. Here's Szoboszlai. On the right hand side for Mo Salah. Tries to cut in behind O'Reilly. Drops it back instead to Szoboszlai. Here's Jones. Verts. Szoboszlai tries to dink it in. It's blocked behind. Liverpool have a corner. Salah puts the ball in, it's headed away at the back post. Still in play. Here's Jones. Liverpool still turning the screw here, trying to create something. A ball comes in and there's a chance there for Van Dijk with a header. Can't quite get it goalwards. Half clear to the edge of the box, and that's a great save. Szoboszlai with the effort. And that is a really good save from Donnarumma. It's out for a Liverpool corner.
He's giving it the big one with his defenders, and rightly so. 76 minutes gone. Corner comes in, headed away, headed back in. And Mo Salah turns it goalwards, it's blocked, gets it back in. The flag has gone up for offside. Another offside for Liverpool today. Another corner here for Liverpool. There's Cody Gakpo with the honours once more. Corner comes in. Headed away, headed back in. Van Dijk with a touch. I think he had to hit it first time and didn't. Headed back by Kanate to the goalkeeper. 78 minutes gone. There's Kanate. but poor again at the back from Liverpool. Konate, for me, has been really poor, but as a unit it's not been great. And Liverpool about to play their final roll of the dice. Wirtz is going to come off. And he's going to be replaced by Chiesa. And Conor Bradley is going to come off. He's run himself into the ground today. Joe Gomez coming on for him. Ball chips over the top. Here's Mo Salah. Loses it almost instantly, but I think the flag was up again there against Liverpool. Giving this linesman arm ache on this near side. So 84 minutes gone. Manchester City 0, Liverpool 0. Guardiola is very, very animated for a manager 6 minutes away from an emphatic victory. Striving for perfection. Ball comes back to Konate. Forward to Gravenberch. Szoboszlai. Here's Kirkes. Gravenberch. Szoboszlai. Down the right hand side it's Mo Salah. Konate. Away. City come away with the ball. Liverpool winning it back and winning a throw-in on the halfway line. Foden ruffling the hair of Silva there. Into the final 5 minutes out the Etihad. It is actually City's throw-in on the halfway line. Riley takes it. And it's given back to him by Mamouche, who's then blocked by Joe Gomez and wins the free kick. Slippily given away and then given straight back by Szoboszlai as well. And now City go down that left hand side. It's released for Mamouche. I think he's offside. Flag stays down for now. Liverpool need to play to the whistle. They have now started to actually focus on what's happening in front of them. And O'Reilly again with a chance. Blazes it nowhere near goal. 86 minutes gone. He's had a couple of good chances today. The flag did not come up either. And if Liverpool had, as they did, the down tools, if that had gone in, it would have been a real lesson in play to the whistle. Mo Salah being pulled by O'Reilly, and he just refuses to move until the referee gives the decision, which he does. Out to the left hand side, slipped forward, and again Liverpool can't capitalise It's really not been a good performance from Liverpool. It's been very disjointed, very lethargic. I don't think City have even been that good today, to be honest. Absolutely deserved the victory. But a 3-0 scoreline against Liverpool, you'd think, oh, they must have played out their skins today. Not a bit of it. There's Konate. To Mo Salah. Looks to play this one in. It's been turned away again. Konate trying to win the ball against Mamouche, and he's won the foul. So Liverpool with a free kick on this near side. 2.5 minutes of normal time left. Arne Slot still diligently watching and learning. And Isak sat on the bench, even wishing that he'd have been a bit fitter in time for this one. I'm not sure he'd have made much difference today, though. 88 minutes played. Well, down that left-hand side again. Kerkez gives it away. Another. There's been so many times today as well Liverpool have given the ball away. Thrown into Gravenberch. Turned back to Kerkez. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. Konate. On the left hand side, and again given away. To the final 90 seconds of the 90, and that's going to be a pointless yellow card for Jones, who pulls Savinho back. And if I'm honest, if you're a Liverpool fan, I think you'd rather concede a 4th goal than Jones get a yellow card, because that could actually pay later in the season, that yellow card. Whereas if he lets Savinho go down that right-hand side, worst case scenario is they concede a 4th. Goal difference might play a factor, but that yellow card definitely will play a factor. And in the final minute now of normal time, City back underway, then they commit a foul themselves with a push on Kerkez. So it's a free kick now to Liverpool. Here's Konate. Gives it to Gomez. Right hand side, slid out of play. Liverpool with a throw in. 10 seconds of normal time left. Gomez takes it quickly. Chiesa takes the touchdown, plays it back to Konate, and now back to the goalkeeper. And that takes us into added time as he hits this one long, and it bounces over everybody. 3 minutes added on. Diaz turns it back to Donnarumma. Plays it out short. Guardiola out to the right hand side. Here's Haaland. Trips to slip it in, and Mamouche is there. He's gone a little bit wide. He's going to have to turn and drop it back. It was a clever little ball through. On the right-hand side of the box. 1-2 with Foden. City, instead of going for a 4th goal here, are happy to just play this out, I think. There's a foul here. And a yellow card is shown as well. Szoboszlai, who committed the foul. And it was Foden. I'm not sure it's a yellow card. Oh, I don't know. I think there might be a bit of intent in there. He's just shoulder barged him a little bit as he's gone through. And that is Szoboszlai's 4th yellow card of the season. And that point I was making about Jones getting that booking. Szoboszlai's 1 booking away from missing a game. It's a needless one. Halfway through the 3 allotted minutes of added time. City take the free kick short. Here's Foden. Turns and drops it back. Right hand side. And the shot comes in, it's low and it's dragged wide from Foden. Here is Kanate. The final minute of added time. Turns his man, chips it out. Kirkos plays it down the line. Now Gakpo. Ball switch now for Szoboszlai, who elects to let it bounce, and then it bounces over him. That summarises Liverpool's performance today. 10 seconds of added time left. City with the throw. It's been difficult viewing for large swathes of the second half, I must admit. Throwing down the side, and the final whistle is blown. Mercifully for Liverpool. And it was a poor performance from start to finish from the visitors, but for the hosts, a well-deserved 3 points and 3 goals. It's finished Manchester City 3.